on one minute. Let me get something. Yeah. Let's get this. The other Bible. And let's look at this. Also, but the original scriptures of the first books that they compiled, because they got Paul, Josephus, and all them niggas, they just went in a room and just wrote up some shit and plagiarized. That's it. And every other book that shit was made, Mark and all them old niggas. There's a bunch of black niggas too. Motherfuckers, you know, sold us out. Because the Romans couldn't do it, they couldn't understand it, so they had to get niggas to do it. You see. You see, they had lost it, you know. These was white Romans ruling at this time, so they couldn't do it. Cracker ain't never been able to write nothing, but he's a rogue, he's a thief. So they got Paul and Josephus and all them niggas, and they went up and wrote up all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? I wrote up all that stuff, punking out, keep them getting killed. You see what I'm saying? Traitors. Traitors. Now, let's deal with something. I want to read something to you. I think I read this the last time, but I didn't go down far enough. I want to read something in the Apocalypse of Adam. Now, the Apocalypse of Adam, these are original scriptures. They used to call the Gnostic scriptures. That means that the scriptures that was translated in the book of, in what you call the King James Version, those say totally opposite of what the original scriptures say. That's why it took them 7 conferences to turn this thing around. Y'all all right? Is this boring? No. Okay, because you know, we got to get through some things. We deal with this thing right here, because this is what's sticking people. You think you're going to hell and all that kind of shit. You live in hell. But I'm going to show you something else, too. If your God consists of worshiping, you fucking with the wrong motherfucker. Show you something right now. If your God consists of worshiping, you are messing with the wrong person. Let's deal with this. Y'all all right? I hope you ain't scared and think you're going to hell. Huh? You live in hell. The Apocalypse of Adam. Revelation, there is a revelation in which Adam taught to his son Seth in the 700th year, saying, "Listen to my words, my son Seth. When God created me out of the earth along with Eve, your mother, not out of no rib," that's another metaphysical thing, "I went about with her in all her glory, and she had been in the eon which we have come forth," which means that he had to go about with her in the place which they were created out of. She took him there. "She taught me a word of knowledge of the eternal God." Now, how the hell Eve gonna teach Adam? Because Eve was higher than that. Adam was a dumbass motherfucker. Eve had to teach him all the shit. So if Eve came after Adam, what the hell Eve is gonna teach Adam of some shit that happened before they was created? That's what it says in this is the original scriptures before King James and them faggots got with the shit. You see, it's totally different. This is the Apocalypse of Adam. You see. So we always say that the older shit, it has more truth to it. So you best bank on this. Now, look what it said. "She taught me the word of knowledge of the eternal God. And we remember the great eternal angels, for we were higher than the God who created us, and the powers with him whom we did not know. The God, the ruler of the eons, and the powers delivered us in wrath. And when we became 2 eons, the glory in the hearts was us, and my mother and Eve, and along with the knowledge that a brother with us," he goes into a stuff, but I'm trying to get to the particular point. The point is, going back to this, let's clear this up. We got to clear all this up because I haven't been here but 2 times, so we got to go through a lot of things that we hadn't gone through. In the beginning, we were in heaven, chilling as gods. One of the sisters, Sophia, went off on her own and had a baby. It varies in different mythologies. that wasn't all the way formed. He was somewhat less of the higher gods that we were. He didn't stick around in the womb long enough to get all of the energy to become a god. He jumped ship, tore out her side. It's in the Dogon mythology and all. Came to this realm and set up a group of planets for himself. Made the earth, made some planetary spheres, and this, so literally as a renegade deity was born because he wasn't halfway finished. So when he created, he could only create on a low level. So he couldn't create back to the heaven realm. So this is the fall. There's two falls. So literally this entity called Yahweh, or Dalabroth is his name in Gnosticism. He's got several names. Came, or Jehovah, came to this particular section of the universe and created a section of a universe with a 7 or 12 planetary chains and barricaded the other part of the universe off. Once he created it, he didn't realize because he was not created all the way to the higher form, he couldn't look up above because he didn't have the energy from the, he didn't get the, he was, because he was half created, he didn't have the energy of above to realize that there was somebody above him. You see what I'm saying? So he created a physical body down on this earth. It wasn't all the way formed yet. It wasn't upright yet. He looked up and said, this is my creation, this particular universe that you see. And I am God, and I shall have no other God before me. You've heard that before. He said, I am a jealous God, and I shall have no other God before me. You get that little part in the Bible. Tell you who the God of the Bible is. But see, it's a cut up scriptures. They took them 700 years to take all the shit out. So there was other things. His mother Sophia said, Adalabroth, Yahweh, Jehovah, don't lie. There is a God before you. He now lives on earth. You see, to rectify what this subordinate deity had done, the gods from the Most High had to agree to fall down here to clean up this shit. But if they are higher than the God that created this realm, because this realm is low, and they had to fall, then what had fallen, they fell into the physical bodies that he created. Those are the fallen ones, the Nephilim. They had to fall down here, they said, until they had to become a part of his creation to clean it up from the inside out. That's the Christ part, the Christ particle. So God broke himself up, because this is the sun now. There's a mother, but there's the son. The son broke himself up and fell through the eons and put himself in each particle of the original man and woman. That's your soul. To clean it up. So when Sophia says that there is a God higher than you, Adalabroth, Yahweh, don't lie. There is a God higher than you. He lives on the earth. He's man. God is a jealous God. Now, if you're a jealous God, now look at this. If I create some little boy toys in a box, I got to be psychologically fucked up to be jealous of something that I created. The only way that I'm jealous of it is the creation that I created got something that's higher than me because I didn't stay around long enough to get the same thing. I jumped ship. You getting this? So man, it said, Eve said that we are higher than the person who created us. You see? They created us. Then he said, okay then, they're higher. They got some stuff up in them, melanin, that's from the triple blackness of space, and one seed of light inside of the melanin that's higher than them, that is God. Remember what I just said? I said that God had to break himself up. I like to say it. Because there's a she, but we don't use this him thing so long. Had to break the energy up and put itself down here. So God fell down here. You understand? To clean this mess up. You understand how it's coming? Now, the key is, if I got a bucket of water and I got a cup, if I dip the cup of water into the bucket, it's not the same thing in the cup, the same as in the bucket. It's just smaller. So God broke himself up into pieces and fell down here until he fell down, till all of him came down here. He's not up there no more. He's down here and he is us. Heaven is within. So we are the original creator and the one true God of the universe. Us. You praying to some other damn deity. The one you praying to is the God that sets over what is called organized religions. That's Yahweh or whatever. And he says, I'm a jealous God. You got to be obedient to him, because as long as you're obedient to him, you can't raise yourself up. They say, don't go back up the tree of life. What is the damn tree of life? Get my thing. See if I find, wait a minute, hold on, let me find my picture of the tree of life. Y'all all right? Yeah. Get the tree of life, hold on.
Like power.